morning. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. So, really excited to get into this Canva workshop. Today, we're going to actually start off with basics because, everybody's in different places. And so we don't want to dive in too fast. If this is something that you guys feel is helpful, then we'll definitely do more, and maybe we could do certain parts that you guys are interested in, maybe getting more in depth in designing multiple designs, creating calendars, just different things. You can basically do anything with it. But what I wanted to start off today is just kind of giving you a guide of what we're going to learn today, and then we'll leave it open at the end if there's anyone that has any questions or wants to know how to do something that they've tried to do and just simply haven't been able to. So today we're going to talk about what is Canva. So for those of you that don't know, which if you haven't heard of Canva, then you've been under a rock, because Canva is definitely, it's a free design platform that you can basically create anything marketing in, from your, for your real estate business, from flyers to, videos to content to business cards, websites. You can even create your own t-shirts and have them printed. It's just, you could do anything. So if you don't have a Canva account, it is free. You can sign up and do a free Canva account, just to start off, so you can play around with it and see kind of where that leads you. The difference between a free account and a not free account is basically you're limited, just like anything. They want you to pay for the pro version. But like I said, if you don't have an account, then I definitely recommend that you pay for, or you use the free version first. And then once you get familiar with it, it gets addicting. And you're going to start wanting to use, maybe better graphics or photos and stuff like that, and be able to do more things. So then at that point is when they get you. So it's $120 for the year, which is not too bad. Like I said, if you're really going to be diving in and using Canva as one of your design or marketing platforms. So let's get into Canva. There you go. So we just spoke about what is Canva, the pro account versus the free account. The first thing on Canva, this is just kind of a guide of what we're going to learn today. So we're going to go over the home page, the side menu, and the projects, where your projects are stored, the folders that you could create, how to upload photos or videos, templates, how to look for templates, how to use their stock photo and their stock videos. What are elements? And those are different shapes, icons. There's just so many different things in there that you can add, to your designs. And then we're going to show you today how to create a reel, and how to learn how to change the font, the sizing, the colors, and the different types, how to remove a background from a picture, and other designing options. So while we're in there, we'll go over different things, and then how to download. When you do have the Canva Pro account, you can sync it with your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I believe, and also TikTok. So that way it can post directly. There are some advantages and disadvantages, just again, depending on how savvy you are. So, but you can always download it, and then you can, upload it yourself into whichever social media platform you want to share it on. And the nice thing about it is once you do download it, then you can upload it to each platform of your liking or your choosing, and it won't have that watermark. Let's say if you download it to Instagram, but it's saved on your camera roll, then you won't have to worry about that, Instagram watermark being on your TikTok video, because you downloaded it directly and you're posting it directly from there, opposed to maybe doing it from another platform. So those are also good benefits of it as well. So let's see, I'm going to go here. let's see, to the home page. Give me just a second. Make sure. I just want to make sure I get there so that way I can log in and show you. Okay, so here is my homepage on Canva. And like I said, I do so many different things. So I have a ton of different designs on here because I also design for the agents as well. But I just wanted to start off by showing you, here's the home. This is your home page. So when you log in, this is where your design is going to happen. So if you notice, there's a lot of different places to start. And don't ever be afraid to click on anything, because all you simply need to do is hit home and it takes you right back here. So you could start here on the right hand side where it says create a design. You can click there. You can answer it here where it says, what will you design today? And then you can type in, use 5 words to describe your design. You can also select anything under here if this is something that you want to design. Or this also tells you here you might want to try, and then here's some other options as well. So there's a lot of different ideas. The Canva has so many great templates and so many good ideas that you just can never run out of it, to be honest. So we are going to start here and show you that on the side menu, which is here, this is a Magic Studio. So basically Canva has come up with what they call a Magic Studio. So if you click on the Magic Studio, this here just allows you to design a lot of different things. So let's say you write something in there, you can try Magic Write and it'll rewrite it for you. I mean, there's, like I said, you can play around with it and see if it's something that you like. You can ask them to help you with the presentation, with the design, even with video. They'll help recreate whatever it is that you're creating, or they'll try to add something, more creative for you if you're having a hard time. The next one is projects. So projects here, if you are on a pro account, you can collaborate. That's one of the nice things, is you're able to collaborate with other Canva users. So let's say you work on a team. It's great to collaborate because you can share designs between your team. Or let's even say there's other agents that you want to collaborate with, or maybe your loan officer or whoever it is. But it's nice to be able to share designs. So this Canva is like anything else that you guys use. It's important to be organized, because very fast things will get mixed up and be everywhere, and you're going to have a hard time finding it. So the most important thing is to always label and have folders. So that way it's so easy for you to find. That way, like I said, you're not scrolling pages and pages and pages of content, because it does get overwhelming. So always make sure that you are doing that. So here's all your projects. These are just my projects, and then, projects that are shared with me as well. So, and if you notice, it has the recent here. And then these are my folders, because as soon as I'm done with the project, I'll save it in either that agents folder or that particular folder, so I know where to grab it next time. So that's that. Again, going back to home. And then I'm back here. Now here is the templates. So there's so many different templates that you can choose from. And if you notice at the top, it's like New Year, birthday, Christmas, like what is it that you're trying to do? And they do have one specific for real estate. But you don't just have to post about real estate. The purpose of marketing is to share who you are as a person. And so if you enjoy reading, if you enjoy, coffee, sports, traveling, certain types of music, pets, whatever it is, you also want to share those certain things as well, because that's how people will connect with you, by learning what it is that you love and what you do on your free time as well. So always keep that in mind. It doesn't necessarily have to be real estate related for it to be good marketing. And then it shows you here, there's different types, again, of templates that you can choose from. It can seem overwhelming because when you log in, like I said, there's so many things to push, but there's nothing wrong with, like I said, taking a look and just, messing around with it and finding what it is that you want to work on. And there's also the apps here, which there's different apps that you can do, which when you're making creations. One of the main apps that we do like to use, and I get asked often a lot, is how to create a QR code, which that's what we do on here, is we use the QR code. That's one of the things that we use. So we'll go over all that. But just getting into how to create a folder and, do uploading and all that. So we're going to go into creating just a regular design, so that way you can kind of see. So if I go here to the top, I can say what it is that I want to do. So on the top, you have templates and you have projects. So if I was searching for my own project, I would select this and then type in maybe market update or whatever it is I'm looking for, and my stuff will come up. But right now I want to create a new template. So I'm going to just type something in here. So if I want to do, let's just say, a real estate open house, and you can decide, do you want to do a flyer? What do you want to do? So you can say, because you can always resize it as well. But you can just say real estate open house Instagram post. So once I do that, I hit enter, and then it's going to bring up like a ton of different things. So you have to decide what template you like. You can always change them too, but which one that you like, and that you want to work with. So let's just say that we're going to pick, we'll just say we're going to pick this one, that we're going to use this open house one here. So all you do is click on it. And then when you click on it, you're going to use this, customize this template. And then you're going to select it. And now it's 100% customizable. So now you're going to, you can change colors, fonts, pictures, you can rearrange things, you can do whatever you want. But the whole point of picking a template is that you like is so you don't have to mess with it too much. But you may have to change colors. So let's just say you want to do that. So here, obviously, real estate, you can delete that, or you can put Remax Champions if you want to type it out, or if you have the logos, you can do that too. So I'm going to delete this one because that's not our logo. So if I go to the side, because I have my folders in place already, and like I said, this is something that you're going to want to do when you're just starting your Canva. You're going to want to create folders with the logos. So I have a folder that has my logos in there for Remax. So if I just wanted to select this balloon, I can. And if you notice, there's 4 circles around the logo. You just simply drag it to make it the size that you want it. Okay, so like, let's just say I want to do that. I want to change the color of Remax Champions. I'll click on here where it says the A at the top. And when I click on that, it opens up the different colors. And if you notice, you can also set your color schemes. So I have one for Remax Champions colors. I actually have the actual Remax colors here. I have my branding colors that I like to use, our Lux Group colors. So you can actually create those so you're not looking for colors every single time. So that's another thing that you're able to do. So I'm going to go here to Remax, and I'm just going to do it in blue because I, want to do it in blue. And it's not.
And not only for me, someone just commented that it's frozen.
Are you guys frozen? Hold on. Are you guys frozen? Are you guys frozen?
Yeah, someone else just put that. Your computer. Jennifer Garcia put that.
Okay, hold on. Okay, there. Wait, hold on. I think we're. Okay, hold on. Oh my God. Wait, hold on. I think we're.
Good morning, everybody. Sonia, I think your screen is frozen, so try to unshare it.
Try it again. Try sharing it again.
Yeah.
Sonia, I think your screen is frozen, so try to unshare it. Try it again. Try sharing it again. Yeah.
You gotta try to share your screen again, Sonia. Like unshare it and then share it again. Good morning, everybody. Sorry for the technical difficulties.
I feel like, are we? Okay, let's see. Stop. Present. Okay, let's see. I think we're there.
Okay.
Okay, you should be good now.
Okay. Yay! Okay, let me try moving this. Can you guys see this? Is this moving?
Yeah, you're good to go, Sonia. You're good.
Okay. 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 So what I did, and I'm so sorry you guys missed that. You know what? Actually, I could go back this way. Let me just go back and make it very simple. So when I opened up the template, this is what it looked like. And what I was saying is obviously, we're Remax champions. So I am going to take this. I mean, you can do it different ways, but I'm going to just retype here Remax champions. There. And then here I'm going to delete because that is not our logo. And then I was mentioning on the side over here, I have different folders that this is something you're going to want to create, having the different folders where your logos are. So if I go into my Remax Champions logos, here's where I store all my logos. It makes it super easy for me to find because, again, I think that becomes the thing. You want to be able to do stuff in record time. You don't want to continue to have to search and look over and over. It just takes a lot of time. So definitely setting it up right the first time is key. So I'm going to go in here and look for a Remax logo, which here is the balloon I want to use. Again, you can use anything you want. If you notice in this purple square, there is 4 white circles in every corner. So you just need to align your mouse with one of them and just make it the size that you want it to and drag it to wherever you want it to go. So let's just say I want to do that. Now I want to change my color for Remax Champions to blue. So I am going to go where the A is on the top up here, where your toolbar is, and then it says text color. So on text color, I'm going to select that. And then on the side, it opens up the different colors that I have here. So I will select the blue and just change that. So here, let's just say I wanted to change the open house as well. You can change the colors, maybe just the darker color, also to blue. So just highlight whatever you want to change. And then let's say I want to change this black background to blue as well. I'm just going to click on it. And if you notice the purple around it, and then if you know you have it right, because over here, again, on the top to the left, it shows the colors of, what your design is. So click the darker color or the color that you want to change and change it to the color you want. So now it's blue or whatever color you want. So if you notice, this is an open house design that's going to go on your Instagram. For me, when I'm looking at it, it's missing an address. So I don't know about you, but most people want to know at least what city it's in or, anything like that. So you can change stuff where it's here. It says best features. You could put the street address. Let's just pretend that this is what it is. And if you notice if the font is too big, all you have to do is go up to the top, make sure that it's highlighted so that way it knows what to change. And then you can just either hit the arrow down until it's the size that you want it, or you can change it by, using the number. So there, now you added the address. And here, if it's 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, let's just say it's 4 bedrooms. It's not, then you just simply backspace, type in what you want it to say. Maybe it has a pool, so you can write pool instead of, living room or whatever. You can swap that out. And then, you can change, and obviously you want to put at whatever your name is here. Remax, let's just put Remax Champions. You can do that. You can move it around anywhere you want by just dragging it, just clicking on it and dragging it. But let's say you wanted to brand it a little bit more and at your photo, let's just say. So again, you're going to look for your photo. So I'm going to use Jennifer as an example. She's my voluntold person here. So if I want to add a picture of Jennifer, to it, then what I can do is just simply click on it. And if you notice, remember she's highlighted. So she has the purple around her. If I want to take the background off, I'm going to go up here to the left side where it says again, edit photo. And I am going to go to BG remover, which is background remover with this beach ball. Select that. Now, once I select that, you can see it's doing its magic. It's removing everything that's behind her in the photo. So it'll leave her all by herself. And there she is. So again, I'm going to drag from the the white dots and put her wherever I want her to be. So that's not where I want her. So hold on a second. Let me make her smaller. So I can put her here in the corner. And then maybe add her information here. So if I want to add text, then I'm going to go to the side where it says text, which is here. And let's say I want to just add, her name. And then say broker, associate. And then I don't know her license number, but I'm going to pretend I do. And then same thing with her phone number, whatever it is. Okay. So then you're going to, again, make it smaller and just drag it. So that way, they have her information. If she wanted to add another logo, she could. The other thing, see these pictures here, this might not be the property that she's advertising. So she could go here to uploads. And when you go to uploads, you can upload anything that's on your computer. So let's just say you had professional photos taken of a property, or you took them of a property, and now you need to upload them from your computer. So basically all you're going to do is go to, your computer or wherever it is that you're doing and upload photos. So let's just pretend that we're uploading a few photos. So we'll just upload these photos just for, so I'm going to upload these photos here. So if I hit upload, they're going to start uploading. You'll see them uploading over here. And all you're going to do is drag it. So let's pretend this is the front of the house. You can drag it to the box where you want it to go into. Okay, so you're going to drag it. And let's say I want it here in this box. If you notice that photo is a little bit big for that square, so you can move it around, or you can just simply find another home or another picture, or maybe change the design of the squares the way that is if you don't like that. And then again, you just simply bring in, you're just going to drag, each of the photos into the squares. You gotta be careful because sometimes it does try to go other places you don't want it to go. So, and there it is. You notice that those photos are changed. You could also put video in there. So let's pretend that you uploaded a video, and not necessarily, you don't want to just use, let's say you can upload a video as well. So you don't just have to put photos. So you can get really creative on what it is that you want to put in there. It's really up to you. And let's say that she created a property website for this particular home that she's going to be doing an open house. I mean, you don't have to have a website, but let's say you do, or you have your own website, or you have somewhere where you like your leads to contact or go to. Then, like I was mentioning, you can go here to apps, which is here along the left side. You select apps, and then here is where you're going to look for the QR code, which is right here, QR code. So you'll simply click on QR code. And what it does is it tells you, where do you want us to take this account? So like, let's just say you put your website there. I'll just put mine. So Sonia Real Estate Broker.com. And then you can customize your code before you actually generate it. And this would be in the event if you wanted it to be a different color. So let's say she wants it to be red so it stands out. And then she could do blue or whatever. But let's just say this is what she wants. Then you can just select generate code, and now it's red. So you could always do that. So if they're red, then it's your website. If maybe you have another lead generating source, then you can you could do it a different color if you wanted to. Otherwise, you're just going to have to click on it to know where you're taking your people, right? So once you put that, you can decide, okay, let's get into elements. So if we go down again to the left side of your screen, above text, it says elements. So if you click elements right there, if I put QR, you could type anything. So if I put QR frame, let's just say I can select this one. It says scan me. So if I move this over here, because obviously it's on that side, bring this down. You're going to have to make it smaller, bigger, whatever you feel is good. Move it into the box to scan me. And then you can change this color as well. So right now it's black, but just go back up to the top to the square where the color is. And then you can change it to blue, or you could even do red, whatever you feel is going to go with your design. So now when they scan, it's going to take them to, their website, or to, the website. And again, you can draw people to, wherever it is that you want them to go. But that would be how you do your QR code You have to generate one each time for anything that you know that you want. If you want a different location, but if you want them to go to the same place every time, then all you simply have to do is save that QR, maybe in your logos, and you could actually even name it a website, so that way you know where it goes. So that's that. The other thing that people like to do is use on elements. They like to use, like, let's just put phone icons. So they like to use stuff like this. So you can, there's so many to choose from, honestly. So you just pick the one you want. Again, make it the size that you want and drag it down to wherever you want, down here. And then again, you can change the color of it if you want, or you can leave it. But if I wanted to change the color, again, same thing, go back to the top, blue, so it matches my scheme. And then there's that. If you want to add a website, you can. If you want to add, let's say let's say you want to do Instagram icon, same thing. You can choose whichever one you want. And there is a difference, because if you notice over here, if they have a crown, that means you have to be pro to use those graphics. So there are still some that don't require pro, but just so you know, there are a lot more when you are pro. So like, let's just say you want to add your social media handles, you can, simply putting it there, and then adding whatever your, like adding text. Now we have to go back to text and adding whatever your social media name is. So you could just put at Remax Champions. Let's just say that's what it is. And let's say it's too small, then all you simply have to do is, again, go to the top and add plus to make it larger. And then there you have that. So that is a very simple, fast. Once you create a template as well, like let's say you find something you like, you can use it over and over. So you don't have to redo a lot of the things. Obviously, all you're going to redo is maybe address, pictures, and the information about the property. But like your information would remain the same, and your branding is pretty much the same. So you can definitely make multiples. If you notice up here, it says duplicate page at the very top of your design. If you hit that, it's going to make another page. So there's that one, and here's this one. So let's just say she wants to keep it the same, but now she wants to put, in escrow to keep the branding the same. So you're just going to have to change this to a white, so that way you can see the color, you can see what it says. So you can put in escrow, maybe something like this. And then you can put just sold, or whatever the case is. But you can create these already once you have a listing. You can put just listed, in escrow, open house, just sold, pending, or whatever the case is. But you can create those already, so that way they're ready to go once that action happens. So that way you have that, you have those ready to post. You can even download all of them and put them in your drafts on your social media. So that way they're ready. Again, they're ready to go. And that way, you're as soon as you know that that's happening, it's super easy to share. Now, if I wanted to start a brand new design, you can just simply go here and put add page, and you have a blank slate, and you can start from scratch if you want to. But obviously the templates do help because they're already done for you. But sometimes if you just want something super simple and you want to create it yourself, you can. Here's a blank slate, like I mentioned. On this side of where the texts are, there's so many different ways of doing things. So if you like the way the texts are, like let's just say, for instance, I decide to go with coming soon. So if I click, coming soon, let's just say I want to do that. And maybe I want to add a a video that I have already uploaded. Let's just say, let's pretend this one right here. So if I add this to the back, let me take off the music. So let's just say I want to do something like this. This is super fast, easy. You could do that. And then you can add in, like I mentioned, your pictures. This time I'll bring in Erica. So like, let's just say, again, same thing. You just edit photo, take off that background, because I think it looks better on these particular types of designs. And, you know, you can put her down here, or even if you put this, I mean, like I said, you have to come up with whatever you think is the design that you're looking for. There's so many different ways to do things. So it's just really up to you on how you want to do stuff. You can even put yourself in a circle or in a specific, design. I don't really like how the body looks cut off. I'll be honest. I don't like that. So what I would usually do, I'm trying to find a place for her. Then what you can do is add an element. And then you can just type in here square, like a square. And then you can add, by dragging it any which way, you can add. So I can bring this down here. And that way she can rest on that. And it won't look so like we chopped her legs off. And then you can always change the color to this here at the bottom. Again, just depending on whatever color scheme you're going with. You can do white, you can do blue, you can do yellow. There's yellow obviously in there because of the coming soon. So you can decide whatever color, red for Remax, and then you could even change this too. So that way it doesn't look off. I don't know. I'm just not feeling the colors, to be honest.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm not liking it. I don't like it. I don't know. It's just not flowing the way I want it to flow at all. But you get the point. I don't know, kind of like maybe that because she's wearing black. I don't know. And then let's just say on the bottom, you can always, let's make it a different color. You can always lighten it, or by clicking it, there's if you notice the toolbar on the top, it has this transparency. There's a bunch of little squares. So if you click that, this actually will lighten it up a little bit too. I don't want to lighten it up too much because the purpose is showing her. But you can do that as well. And then maybe put the property information down here. So that way it gives it something else. So then you can just put, again, we'll just put 123 Mountain Avenue. So you could do something like that. Like I said, that's if you didn't want to use a template. And that's basically what it looks like. So, and then you can add different stuff to it if you wanted to. You can add multiple pages. I mean, there's so much, to be honest, that you can do. But that's just something, like I said, simple to show you that you can do that. The other thing I wanted to show you really quick was how to do a reel, because I think that's what a lot of people are trying to do right now is reels, because that's, the videos are important. So again, you just simply go back to what will you design today. So we're going to go back, make sure we're on templates, and then we can put real estate, real And then it gives you a ton of different reels. So a lot of these, you can use them. Like they're ready to go. You just have to put your logo, your information into this. So like, let's just say you want to post about how to save for a house. Look, it just gives you everything. But so let's go with this one. So we'll click on it again. Customize this template. And then it's going to say here how to save for a house. So if you don't like the colors, because let's just say that's just not your branding, then you just simply go into whatever your branding is. So let's just say, you like that. And then here you can delete that and put in your logo. So again, go back to your logos and find, the one that you want to use. Let's just say you want to use this one. Or if you have your own logo, you can. And then if you want to get rid of the white behind it, you can absolutely do that by going to edit photo and removing the background. So there it is. That one's done. And then at the bottom here, it shows you the page 2 of your reel. So obviously you want to clear the colors to make them your colors. Even that color is cool. Let's say you keep it like that. Oops, wait, wrong color.
It looks like it's frozen.
It is it? Ah.
Yes.
It's frozen?
JG just said it's frozen again.
Ah. You know what? When I go into different tabs, okay, let me stop sharing again and let me go into share again. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's see. It should be now. Let's see. My camera's. Okay. Can you see Justin or no?
I can't tell. Move your mouse. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So let's change these colors again. Let me go back here. So if you wanted to, there's nothing branded about this, okay, at all. So let's start it from the beginning. Let's play it really quick so you guys can see this is what it looks like. How to save for a house. And then it gives that. So if you notice, like I said, there's no branding on it. So you could either add your information on this page, or you can add an additional page at the bottom by just clicking that plus where it says add page. And by adding that additional page, you can create, a page for you. So if you were to go in here and you want to create, something like branding for you, again, you want to kind of keep it consistent. So maybe you could even use something like this. Come in here and just maybe lighten it up a little bit. And then putting your information on here. And then, so that way when it plays at the end, it has your information on it. So it's going to go into, your information. And you can add text by, your name. let's say we just add this, so then we can put Jennifer. Let's just say she likes this. You know, she can do it like this. And then she can even animate it as well. Put, you know, she could put Remax Champions up top, something, her phone number, her QR code, you know, whatever it is that you want to do. But you can animate these as well. So if you click on it and make sure it is the purple boxes around it, you go here to animate. And when you hit animate, it's asking you, what do you want it to do? Like, how do you want it to show up? Thank you. And then here, you can select it. So now when you watch the video, the whole video, let's start from the beginning again. It has, you know, the effects that you asked it for. So, okay, so I want to give a little bit of time for any questions that anyone may have. Questions, concerns. And you can also, just so you guys know, you can download the app on your phone. So that way it makes it really easy to use on your phone too. I mean, I love being on the computer, but I can tell you that there's times when I'm sitting with an appointment or waiting. And so the app is super helpful.
Sonia, I have a question.
Okay.
How do you find time to create content for all of your social media platforms, and how do you schedule yourself to do it? Or if you don't have a schedule, you just do it on the go.
You know, that's a great question, Justin. And I can tell you that I've learned over the years that there's going to be generic content, which you can create ahead of time. So when I say generic and, you know, stuff that is, you know, you like, let's just say Valentine's Day or, you know, holidays. But it's really hard to create what people really want to know, which is what is happening in your business. So people want to know, they want to go along with you. And I think in social media, you have to tell a story. People want to work with you for the story, the experiences that people are, you know, doing with you. And I think what I'm starting to learn, because I've been doing this for a long time, is it's really, really getting to the point where you can't just post to post. You have to know who your audience is and the messages that you're trying to get across. I think that's becoming more and more important for you to gain the traction. So you have to start off by asking, what story am I trying to tell? What audience do I want to see my content? And based on that, I think it's always a good idea to have templates ready. Like I showed you, like for your open houses, you're just listed. I mean, those are obvious. You're going to want to do those. But having that ready, and you have to do it. You know, I know people say I'm too busy, I don't have time for it. You really do have time. It's just, if it's too hard for you, not everybody's creative, then find someone, you know, even if you have to pay someone to do it, find someone and have them do it for you. But you definitely want to do, obviously do your marketing. For me, I love it. Marketing to me, if I didn't do what I do right now, honestly, I found a passion for it. I love it. Actually helps me forget about a lot of stuff. So it's one of those, it's like a hobby for me that I really truly enjoy doing. So, but that's me. Not everybody likes that. So for me, my downtime is, whenever I'm waiting on someone, or whenever, just the time, I put it in there as often as I can, just because my mind is constantly going with different ideas. I always come up with different things that I want to do. So I think that you definitely have to have it in your schedule. For any agents that talk to me, know how important having a schedule, following your schedule. If you have a 30-minute block out a day in your schedule to sit down and just come up with, 5 new, content ideas, you can do it. If you're not familiar, there's so many different platforms out there as well. Like Agent Crate is one of them. It's $29.99 a month, and they create templates for you already, but it's all real estate related. Canva has them too. But that's if you want to take it a little bit further, because that's all they do is real estate. So there's a lot more. But if you don't want to spend the money, then just stick with Canva, go with those templates, and, just follow social media, take a look at other agents, what they're posting. If you like something, then kind of get those ideas and run with them. That's what it's about. You adding your touch to it. But if you don't have professional photos, if you don't have branding, you definitely want to get those done. And we have the marketing team to take advantage of those things. So make sure when you're out and about, you're taking videos, you're taking pictures of, your clients looking at homes, of even just you looking. Just, if you see something that's different, unique, capture that and share that, because that's what people want to see. After you leave an appointment, make sure that you're maybe even writing in your notes, like, wow, this client had some great questions. This is what they asked me. And that way you don't forget. And then later on, you can create a post like, these are becoming some common questions from first-time buyers or sellers or whatever. So James is asking, does it take long to make those flyers? You know what? It's practice makes perfect. That if you go off a template, there's no reason why it should take you long, because they're done. All you're basically doing is adding your information, your photos, and the property information. So the key is to create your Canva account and have it organized. Okay, that's the key. So when you take a new listing, then you need to create a folder and put those photos in that folder, because you're going to use that. You can use it for other things too, those photos. But let's just say, for instance, you want to make a different type of flyer. Maybe you want to do a market update for the area or something like that, and use some of that, some of those photos. You have the information there. You want to do a website for that property. You have the photos all in one place. Put your logos in one place, put your branding photos in one place. And it shouldn't take you, honestly, longer than 5 minutes to create a flyer. Let's see. And okay, so I'm familiar with downloading, but the folks who are watching that are new to Canva may want to see how to get from designing something to posting it, printing it, etc. Okay, so we can, we can do a second class about a little bit more in depth. But just so you guys know, downloading is definitely important. You need to know what type of download you're doing. If you're doing it in a format of PNG or PDF print, or what's your purpose of it? Mostly it's going to be PNG, unless it's a flyer that you're printing. I use Canva printing. I think they're great. I use it for the agent's business cards. Quality has been great. So and I think the value is good too. We've printed flyers, postcards from them, and I'm have no complaints at all. So if that's something that you want to try, you can definitely do that. I do recommend doing that, because I like that everything's in one place. And I think as realtors and just having ADHD, where in this, and I love that everything's in one place instead of, okay, now I have to download it, now I have to upload it somewhere else to get it printed or email it or whatever. You don't do any of that. You just simply go to print. And so it's nice. It's nice. Let's see, is there any other questions? Okay, so I do see Yvette Cruz says that she wants to learn how to do newsletters, which they do have newsletters on there as well. And there's a lot of great content. And even with AI, you can create great content. So yeah, we can definitely do another portion of maybe creating a newsletter. And maybe we can create two more different designs aside from the reel and just the generic Instagram, post. We can definitely create two different ones. So maybe a newsletter and something else. And yeah, I just think, it's important not to be intimidated by it, and, definitely just dive in and just, it's like I said, practice makes perfect. Just keep playing with it. And you can definitely go from there. But yeah, the AI is super helpful. And I don't know if anyone else has any other questions. I want to be mindful of your time. But again, download the app and just mess with it. And hopefully you can share if you haven't done a design and you're going to share it on social media, maybe you can tag me. I'd appreciate it so I can look at it. And yeah, happy marketing. It's like I said, it's a lot of fun. And let's see. And remember, it's $120 for the year. If you want to go pro right away, or you can just mess with the free for now until you're ready to go into the pro account. And like I said, you can use it for basically anything. So if you guys have any other questions, you can always feel free to reach out to me, and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as I can. But you can take a look at our social media. I'm on Instagram, Sonia Real Estate Broker. And you can kind of see what, I do my market updates on Canva, the design, and then, add in our video to it. So, and I'm trying to get a lot more creative as well, because I feel that now, as the longer you use it, the more you're going to, want to get it more in depth into it. You go from basic, and you move on and you keep, trying to grow from it. So, but yeah, I would love your feedback on that as well. So I'll get with the marketing team and see when's a good time. And like I said, we'll schedule our follow-up class. So that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining.